All right, God bless you, everybody, and thank you for joining. We're going to go through a real quick synopsis of the book of Zechariah, and we're going to stop at the point we are currently uncovering and doing our research in. And that is going to be chapter number 5, which is going to talk about the flying scroll. And it's going to also talk about the curse of wickedness. So we're going to talk about those two things. But first of all, let me just give you a brief overview of this book. Now, if you've ever wondered whatever happened to the children of Israel when they came out of Babylonian captivity, of course, they were there. We know that it was dreadful, and they had a promise from God that it was going to be something that would end after 70 years. And it finally ended. Now, we have a few prophets that talk about that. Jeremiah is going to tell us about it, as well as Ezekiel. And then we have the ending of the Babylonian captivity. Daniel talks about it in a way where he found the information right at the time that they were supposed to be coming out of Babylon. And the information that he found was as he was doing his studying, and he began to pray and he began to fast, and God opened his understanding and showed him that this is something that was indeed going to occur very shortly, but his prayer was held up. One of the prince of the power of the air, one of his agents or part of that entity that was over that Persian area, intercepted the blessings and the messages that were to be an answer to the prayers that Daniel had been praying. Nonetheless, God sent a warrior angel by the name of Michael who took care of the situation. The angel got through, and the message got back to Daniel, told him he was beloved of God and that he had heard him the first day that he prayed. Even though he had prayed for 21 days and fasted, he said, I heard you the first day, but I want you to know this is what's been going on behind the scenes. That's important. So we're going to talk about this as the behind the scenes view of what happened when the children of Israel came back from the Babylonian captivity. Now, when I say behind the scenes, we can read when they were, the year they were, and the month that they were released, who the people were, which were King Cyrus made the decree that they were to be out of Babylonian captivity and they were to go back to their land. And that was followed up by King Darius in the second year of his decree that they were to go back, and they sent them back with money and jewels and gifts, and so they could get the materials, and they even sent them back with materials to go back and rebuild the temple. All right, so behind the scenes, we find out that that whole process was being interfered with by the enemy. So God's going to give some visions in the book of Zechariah to let us know, so that we can know that while we're going through the similar situations, that God is working behind the scenes. Now, it's just beautiful that he would let us see in the spiritual realm, this is what was happening while that was underway. All right, so when they were preparing to come back, let's go into it. When they were preparing to come back, they were sent back with everything they needed to rebuild and to get that temple put back up and to restore their residency there in the land of Israel, specifically in the city of Jerusalem. When they got back, for 70 years, it was 70 years, there were people that were in the surrounding areas or happened upon that area and saw that it was desolate and that it was uninhabited and decided to take up residence there. So when they got back, they didn't just get back to their city, they came back to confrontation and to strife and to a lot of problems and struggles that caused them to kind of stumble a little bit along the way and even to withdraw their work and their hand from what they were doing. It happened to Nehemiah when he went back to build the wall. They tried to deceive him. They tried to kill him. You can read about that in the 4th chapter, right around the 4th verse of the book of Nehemiah, where you'll find Sanballat and others that were there to discourage them from building the wall. But they were determined, and God gave them grace, and that wall was built. Now, in the 2nd year of King Darius, there was a man raised up by God, a prophet by the name of Haggai. Haggai is only 2 chapters long, but God raised up Haggai to send him back in order to encourage the people that you need to continue the building of the temple now. So what they'd actually done is gotten back and they built the foundation of the temple. But when they had found out, when other people in the surrounding areas that wanted to act like they were concerned and wanted to be a part of it, when they rose up to act like they wanted to help, they decided, they told them, the people of Israel told them that no, we're